Hello everyone and welcome to the New Year Eve. It's not just the last day of the year, but it's also the 31st day of our 1000 days of no code challenge. That's 31 days of learning, building and growing together. And we are just getting started. Before we dive into the New Year celebration, let's give our app a little resolution of their own. Think about your New Year's resolution for a moment. Maybe you're planning to focus on fitness, travel, education, or some more fun. Instead of scribbling them on some random papers or scattered notes, wouldn't it be nice to have it all of them in one place, neat and organized? That's exactly what Option Set can do for your app. They help you keep static data, the drop-down options, filtering, and categories organized and easily accessible. It's like giving your app a resolution to be more smarter and organized for the new year. Let's dive in and get started. So let's understand about option set. Now, whenever we want users to create some record, we are creating data types. Okay, for example, if we go here, when we go to data types, we have tweets where the users are going to create their tweets, right? Bookmark tweet, we are allowing the users to create bookmark tweets. Whenever user likes a tweet, we are creating a record here, okay? Option set, on other hand, is whatever options you want the users to be able to select, okay? This does not change over time. Something like months, something like gender, something like weekdays, right? Anything that you think might not change over time. Or even if it changes, then you have to come to option set and modify them. You do not have a way where you can change the option set using workflows. If you go to data, then we have covered data types and app data. Now let's go to option set. Okay, you will get a video here. You can skip this. This is where we can create static data. Okay, like if you want gender, right? This will never change over time. Yeah, it will remain male, female, and if you want to give an option to not want to specify, that can also be given. Likewise, if you want weekdays, right? That can also be given, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on and so forth. You can just get all of this done, right? Like after 2 days, directly skip to adding everything. This could also be used for months, right? So again, the options are January, February, March, and all of it. November. This could also be used for your logos, right? So I'll put logo and then I'll make this as square logo and rectangular and so on and so forth. Now you might wonder, where is the logo being added? Now I'll create a new attribute from here and I'll name this as image, and attribute type will also be image, right? Click on create and click on modify attributes, and from here you can upload the image. Now let me upload an image. So I'll upload this as the square image, and I'll use this as rectangular image. Now let's see how do we use this and what are the advantages of this. Let me go to a new page, which I'll call it as option set. This is just for our practice. So if you want to use the option set for gender, you can use the drop down, right? And if you recall, last time we had done static choices for drop down. This time we'll use dynamic choice. Okay, and we have all the option set that we have added here. I'll click on gender When you click on choice source, it will show you all gender, current options, display. Okay. So whenever you're using option set, generally you will choose display. That is what will be shown on the front end. I'll show you what are the different choices we have when we are working on logo, right? So likewise, I'll also copy paste another drop down, and this time it will be, let's say, months. Okay. This will show as red because all gender was type of choice gender. This time we'll choose all months. Okay. The option caption will be current options display. We can have the same thing for weekdays as well, right? All weekdays, and then this will work here. Now, when it comes to logo, okay, let me add a square logo. You do not want to be uploading the same image all across the app, and that's why put it in option set and then you can use it from here. Okay, insert dynamic data, get an option, select logo, right? Now you have two options to select from, square or rectangle. In this case, we will select square, right? And then you will say, this time we are not selecting display, we are selecting image, because we don't want display to be used in an image. We want the image to be shown, right? And I'll ensure that this is square 120 is to 120. Okay. And I'll copy paste this thing and I'll expand this something like this. And when I go here, I'll select rectangle. Okay. Let's see on the front end. So when I select this one, we have male, female, or I do not want to specify, right? And when we select this, we have all the months. Okay, we can select. And when we click on this, we have the weekdays. Okay, as you can see, we have this image coming in here, we have this image coming in here. And this is how option set can make things simpler, right? Because think about this, if you want your users to select something out of the options that you want, okay, it could also be for experience, right? When you ask them to choose an experience, okay, they can tell, I have 1 year experience, they can put greater than 2 years, right? They can input 3 YRS or 3 YS, right? Anything. They can also make spelling mistakes. But when you add it as option set, okay, you can tell, okay, less than 1 year, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, greater than 5 years, right? You can create those first option set and allow them to choose from the drop down, thereby making it simple for you to filter out and also analyze how many people have registered with what kind of experiences. This way, you can create anything in the option set that do not change over time. Keep this in mind. Option set is not secure. What I mean by that is you cannot add privacy rules for option set. Hence, please ensure you do not store any sensitive information in option set. Now, API keys are also used across the application, and that probably might not change over time. You want to use the same API keys throughout, but do not store it in option set because option sets are not secured. It will be exposed to any user, and hence do not store any sensitive information in option set. Keep this in mind, very, very important. I hope option set was simple, right? And with that, we have completed our last video for the year 2024. With option set, we have understood how do we manage and organize static data in our app. It simplifies things and makes building more complex things much easier as we move further. As we close 2024 and move into 2025, take a moment to celebrate everything that you have accomplished so far. This is just the beginning of the journey that's going to transform the way you build applications. By taking the initiative to learn something new, you have already accomplished so much, and that's not a small feat. Let's continue this momentum and make 2025 even bigger and achieve greater heights together. I would also like to thank each one of you for being a part of this journey from the start. Without your constant support, and encouragement, none of this would have been possible. Here's wishing you a very happy new year filled with creativity, growth, and success. And as always, stay curious, keep experimenting, and see you in 2025.